A U.S. official released it, and now Iraq's defense minister is furious even now because of it. He says that releasing plans to take back Mosul from ISIS only helps the enemy, and if retired Army Ranger Sean Parnell is right, it's also putting our troops and coalition partners in great danger. Sean, what do you make of this, and what might be behind this CENTCOM early release of this stuff? To what end?
Well, I think they believe wrongly that it will give civilians in Mosul time to flee, and it will also put our enemy, ISIS, in a defensive posture and sort of force them to focus on the impending invasion and attack in Mosul and not on offensive operations here in America.
Then that begs the question, what do we do if it's had just the opposite effect, if it ticks off supposedly our allies and emboldens our enemies?
Well, I think well, first of all, I think it will have the opposite effect. I think it endangers the mission. I think it gives our enemy an opportunity to fortify their positions and prep for our arrival. And I think most importantly is it puts American and coalition lives in danger. And believe me, this is something that hits very, very close to home with me, Neil. I mean, there was a time in Afghanistan where I myself, as a platoon leader in Afghanistan, didn't keep the parameters of our mission secret. That information was leaked to the enemy. The enemy used that information to then attack my platoon, kill one of my soldiers, and wound 4 other people. So it can have leaking classified information can have a very, very real cost on the battlefield.
I'm curious, Sean. It seems so stupid at face value that I'm thinking maybe it's a head fake, that maybe that this is not the plan, and that this is sort of to steer the enemy away or veer its attention away from what might be the real plan, whatever that is.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I mean, I want nothing more for this administration and our troops to be successful on the battlefield and degrading and defeating ISIS. But I just am not so sure. I mean, imagine, do you think that we're going to conduct a large-scale military operation in Mosul 2 weeks from now instead of 2 months like they talked about in the New York Times article? I don't think so. That's not been par for the course for this administration. They've been wholeheartedly focused on timetable for a withdrawal from Iraq and Afghanistan, and this is sort of how they roll. But like I said, I hope that you're right. I hope that this is a feint. I hope this is a larger scale deceptive operation to deceive our enemy, but I'm just not sure.
Do you probably, having heard these plans on the part of ISIS, we're told now, fairly reliable plans, to go after shopping malls, regular consumer targets, if you will, in Western Europe and the United States. How real is that, and how eager do you think ISIS is to do what it does over here?
Oh, I think that is their primary focus. I mean, and I think that's what makes it all the more reason for us to go over there. Maybe not American boots on the ground, although I think that that's necessary. But I think it's necessary to attack them where they stand, so that we're not fighting them here. The threat here to our homeland is very real, which is why it's so important to kill them where they are.
All right, Sean, always good seeing you. Thank you, and thank you for your service, especially. Sean Parnell, all right. Take a look at this. Sorry, Chris. Those other Republican guys, they're just not into you anymore. It's not that they're making googly eyes at another governor. What's weird is they're making googly eyes at several other governors.